The majority of seniors believe that eggs are the best source of protein, but they are also capable of being misled. What if I told you that the food at number 3 on our list today contains more than 5 times the protein of eggs per 100 grams? And believe it or not, that's not even the strongest one. The food ranked number 1, which we'll reveal later, has even more than that. Because of its incredible potency, researchers are now investigating its use to help stroke victims recover lost muscle mass. To put it in perspective, eggs contain just around 13 grams of protein per 100 grams, but some of the foods we'll discuss today provide as much as 60 grams per 100 grams, which goes far beyond what most people expect from everyday foods. And here's the shocking truth. 99% of seniors don't even know these foods exist. This is happening even as muscle mass quietly begins to fade around age 60, leading to noticeable changes like reduced strength, slower walking speed, balance issues, and even increased risk of dangerous falls. It's a silent process, but it doesn't have to be inevitable. In this video, we're uncovering 10 foods that have more protein than eggs, and they're all backed by credible scientific research. Let's dive into the first one. This food is hiding in plain sight on grocery store shelves, and yet most people overlook it completely. Strained non-fat Greek yogurt is one of the most underrated protein sources, providing around 10.3 grams of protein per 100 grams. While many people know that Greek yogurt is healthy, they don't realize how powerful the strained, non-fat version truly is. It actually outperforms a cooked egg, which offers only about 6.3 grams of protein per 100 grams. Not only does it deliver nearly twice the protein, but it also has much less fat, making it more efficient for building lean muscle. What sets Greek yogurt apart is the triple straining process, which removes most of the lactose in liquid way, leaving behind a thick, creamy texture that's absolutely packed with protein. A 2020 clinical review published in Nutrients found that older adults who consumed at least 20 grams of dairy-based protein daily, especially when combined with something as simple as regular walking, saw up to a 25% improvement in muscle maintenance over a 12-week period. One of the best things about this food is that even individuals who are mildly lactose intolerant or have sensitive digestive systems can usually handle it just fine. To maximize its benefits, avoid the sugar-laden fruit on the bottom varieties. Instead, choose plain non-fat Greek yogurt and mix in some fresh berries or even a teaspoon of ground flax seeds. It also works wonderfully as a creamy, high-protein base for dips, smoothies, and sauces. Next, we have a food that's probably been sitting in your pantry for ages, ignored and undervalued. Cooked chickpeas deliver approximately 9.1 to 12 grams of protein per 100 grams. That's already higher than what eggs offer, and it comes with other important nutrients that eggs simply don't provide. Chickpeas are often tossed into salads or soups without much thought, but they are a quiet powerhouse when it comes to maintaining muscle mass. Not only do they beat eggs in protein content, but they also offer something extremely valuable for seniors: fiber. Fiber is critical for digestive health, blood sugar stability, and reducing inflammation, all of which directly influence your ability to retain muscle as you age. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that seniors who shifted from animal-based proteins to more plant-based options like legumes saw notable improvements in their gut health and experienced a 26% reduction in age-related physiological changes. Chickpeas are also rich in magnesium, a mineral vital for normal muscle contraction and post-exercise recovery. To get the most out of them, soak the dried chickpeas overnight before cooking them. This not only softens them and speeds up cooking, but also makes them easier to digest and boosts nutrient availability. You can add cooked chickpeas to hearty stews, vibrant curries, and nourishing soups, or roast them with spices until they're crispy for a delicious, high-protein snack. For something even simpler, mash them into a creamy hummus with garlic, tahini, and a drizzle of olive oil. Chickpeas are one of the most flexible, high-protein ingredients you can use, and most people aren't eating nearly enough of them. Now, let's talk about a food that might surprise you due to its small size. It's not a legume or a dairy product, and many people think of it as just a carbohydrate. But quinoa is much more than a trendy grain. It's a complete plant-based protein and delivers approximately 14 grams of protein per 100 grams when cooked. That's more than double the protein of a cooked egg. Most people treat quinoa like rice or couscous, serving as a side dish or mixing into salads, but it deserves far more recognition. Quinoa is especially beneficial for people over 60 because it contains all 9 essential amino acids, which makes it a complete protein, something that's rare among plant foods. It's also naturally gluten-free, easy to digest, and very versatile. You can use quinoa as a base for bowls, stir into soups, use it in breakfast porridges with fruit and nuts, or mix it into baked goods. Its nutty taste and fluffy texture make it an excellent replacement for less nutritious grains. Plus, the slow-digesting carbohydrates in quinoa help stabilize blood sugar levels and support long-lasting energy, which is crucial for seniors trying to stay active and strong. By including quinoa regularly in your meals, you're not just adding more protein to your diet. You're also improving your overall metabolic health, reducing inflammation, and protecting your muscles from the gradual decline that comes with aging. We'll continue this powerful list with more foods that pack even more protein per bite than eggs, including one that might be hiding in a section of the store you never thought to explore. The best part? All of these protein-rich foods can be easily added to your current meals, no matter what your lifestyle or cooking skill level may be. Stay tuned as we uncover the remaining power-packed foods on this list, each one more surprising than the last, and each with potential to help you stay strong, mobile, and independent well into your later years. One of the few plant-based meals that contains all 9 essential amino acids that your body cannot produce on its own is quinoa. This makes quinoa a complete protein source, which is incredibly rare in the plant kingdom. It's not just high in protein, but more importantly, it delivers usable protein that your muscles can absorb and use effectively to support strength, repair, and growth. This is especially crucial as we age, because the body becomes less efficient at utilizing protein from certain sources. Quinoa contains a remarkably high level of lysine, an amino acid that plays a key role in multiple functions, including the formation of collagen, the absorption of calcium, and the repair of muscle tissue after physical activity or stress. For older adults, especially those experiencing a natural decline in muscle tone, lysine-rich foods like quinoa can offer a strong nutritional advantage. In fact, a 2022 study published in the journal Nutrients showed that seniors who consumed quinoa on a daily basis experienced a 9% improvement in leg strength over the course of just 8 weeks compared to control group that consumed white rice. This is a significant finding, especially considering that this simple dietary switch led to measurable gains in strength without requiring major lifestyle changes. To get the most from quinoa, preparation is key. Soaking quinoa overnight is highly recommended. This simple step helps to reduce anti-nutrients like saponins that can interfere with mineral absorption and improves the bioavailability of the protein and other nutrients. Cooking quinoa slowly with bone broth or a low-sodium vegetable stock instead of plain water can enhance its mineral content even further. Additionally, adding natural anti-inflammatory ingredients like turmeric or a small pinch of black pepper during the cooking process can compound the benefits and help manage muscle-related inflammation. Quinoa is incredibly versatile in meals. It can serve as a hearty base for stir-fries, be tossed into warm grain salads, or even prepared as a savory breakfast option. Topped with sautéed mushrooms and spinach, it becomes a nutrient-dense bowl that supports muscle recovery, energy production, and even cognitive health. Consistency is everything. Regularly consuming about 3/4 of a cup daily can lead to meaningful improvements in both energy and post-exercise muscle repair. This isn't about occasional inclusion. It's about daily nourishment that accumulates in benefit over time. Moving forward, let's look at a food that is packed with protein and often ignored by seniors despite its remarkable nutritional profile. Pumpkin seeds, also known as pepitas, contain an impressive 19 grams of protein per 100 grams, almost double the protein content found in eggs. However, it's not just the high protein level that makes pumpkin seeds valuable. It's the rich collection of supporting nutrients that come packaged with that protein. Pumpkin seeds are among the best plant-based sources of magnesium, iron, and zinc, 3 minerals that play pivotal roles in muscle function and overall vitality. These nutrients are often lacking in adults over the age of 60, and their absence can significantly impair the body's ability to maintain lean muscle mass, regulate muscle contractions, and recover from physical activity. Iron is essential for transporting oxygen to your muscles, ensuring they receive the fuel they need to function and repair. Zinc supports muscle regeneration and immune strength, while magnesium influences how muscles contract and relax. Without these minerals, even high-protein diets can fall short in supporting muscle health. A compelling study published in the Journal of Medicinal Food found that daily consumption of pumpkin seeds led to a 38% reduction in markers of muscle inflammation in older adults over the span of just 12 weeks. This means that you're not only preserving muscle mass, you are actively reversing silent inflammation that often goes unnoticed yet slowly erodes muscle tissue over time. To avoid unnecessary additives, it's best to consume pumpkin seeds in their raw, fresh, and unsalted form. These can be easily blended into protein smoothies, mixed into yogurt, or ground into a homemade seed butter to enjoy as a protein-rich spread. Even a small handful each day can deliver enough protein and critical minerals to support improved muscle strength, fast recovery, and better energy levels. This is one of those simple yet powerful foods that can make a measurable difference when used consistently. Now let's turn to a food that's commonly linked with bodybuilders and fitness enthusiasts, but remains underutilized among seniors despite offering exceptional benefits. Tempeh is a protein powerhouse, delivering 20 grams of protein per 100 grams, higher than eggs, and packed with a unique range of muscle-supportive nutrients. But the most powerful aspect of tempeh isn't just the amount of protein it offers. It's how that protein is delivered. Unlike tofu, which is made from soy milk, tempeh is made from whole fermented soybeans. This fermentation process makes the nutrients significantly easier to digest, which is especially important for older adults who may struggle with digestive efficiency. The fermentation also unlocks compounds that protect aging muscle tissue, making tempeh more than just a protein source. It becomes a tool for muscle preservation and regeneration. One of the essential amino acids present in abundance in tempeh is leucine, which becomes increasingly important after the age of 60. At this stage, your muscles begin to respond less robustly to protein intake, a condition known as anabolic resistance. Leucine helps stimulate the process of muscle protein synthesis, helping older adults maintain muscle mass even in the face of declining responsiveness. Tempeh also contains naturally occurring probiotics, beneficial bacteria that live in your gut and help digest and absorb nutrients more effectively. Poor gut health is often an overlooked factor in age-related muscle loss. Many seniors may be eating enough protein, but if their gut microbiome is out of balance, they're not able to fully utilize the nutrients. A research trial published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that seniors with greater gut diversity retained 18% more lean muscle over the course of a year compared to those with poorer gut health. This means that the benefits of tempeh go beyond protein content. It actively supports the biological processes that allow your body to use the nutrients you consume more effectively. Tempeh is best when prepared with a little care. Thin slices pan-seared with tamari or a splash of apple cider vinegar can create a rich, savory flavor without relying on added sugars or unhealthy fats. Tempeh can be added to hearty salads for texture and protein, stacked onto sandwiches as a nutritious filling, or crumbled into stir-fries alongside colorful vegetables for a complete, balanced meal. And since it's fermented, every serving contributes to a healthier gut microbiome, which is essential for not just digestion, but for optimal nutrient utilization and overall muscle support and inflammation control. Next up, we're going into a whole new protein realm that doesn't even originate from conventional foods, but it's revolutionizing the way seniors live their lives everywhere. One of the most underestimated yet incredibly powerful protein sources for seniors is spirulina. Per 100 grams, it delivers 29 grams of protein. While it might look like pond scum to some, spirulina is one of the most nutrient-dense superfoods on the planet and one of the most efficient foods for retaining lean muscle. The bright green-blue algae is often overlooked, yet contains an almost unmatched amount of protein for its weight. When you compare to eggs, spirulina actually delivers nearly 3 times the protein. But it's not just about how much protein is in the food. What truly matters is how well your body absorbs and utilizes that protein. Spirulina's protein is about 85% bioavailable, which means your body has no trouble breaking it down and putting it to use. This is especially important for seniors whose digestive efficiency tends to decline over time. Because spirulina's amino acids are in a highly accessible form, it becomes one of the most effective tools for muscle maintenance and repair. What makes spirulina even more remarkable is that it contains all 9 essential amino acids your body can't produce on its own. It includes a particularly high concentration of leucine, the amino acid most involved in muscle protein synthesis. This isn't just about preventing further muscle loss. It actively supports regeneration and growth. You're not just preserving what you've got, you're giving your body the tools it needs to build back stronger. On top of that, spirulina has impressive anti-inflammatory properties that are especially beneficial for older adults. Chronic, low-grade inflammation is a hidden barrier to muscle recovery and growth. It breaks down tissue faster and prevents effective rebuilding. Phycoanin, a rare compound found in spirulina, has been shown in a 2022 study published in Nutrients to reduce C-reactive protein, CRP, by up to 32%. CRP is one of the key biomarkers for systemic inflammation. Lowering CRP directly supports healthier muscles and joints, reducing that constant background damage many seniors experience without even realizing it. Spirulina also boosts nitric oxide production, which opens up blood vessels, enhances circulation, and allows nutrients to get to your muscle tissue more effectively. This means better nutrient delivery, faster healing, and more efficient muscle repair after physical activity. You don't need to consume large amounts of spirulina to see benefits. A single teaspoon a day can make a noticeable difference in your energy, muscle retention, and joint health within just a few weeks. And don't worry, you don't have to eat it plain. Spirulina blends easily into warm porridge right after cooking, mixes well in smoothies, especially with bananas, spinach, and a handful of walnuts, and can even be used to create delicious protein balls when combined with dates and seeds. The key is consistency. A little every day has a compounding effect over time. Now let's shift focus to another powerful yet underrated plant protein, hemp seeds. With a protein content of approximately 35 grams per 100 grams, hemp seeds are right in the middle of this nutritional powerhouse list. They're often seen on health store shelves, maybe sprinkled on top of a smoothie bowl or hidden in a trail mix, but their true potential goes far beyond a decorative garnish. Most people, especially seniors, don't realize just how complete hemp seed protein is. Unlike many plant sources that fall short on essential amino acids, hemp contains all 9 of them in the perfect ratios your body needs. That makes hemp seeds one of the very few plant proteins that can stand on equal footing with animal proteins. In fact, even quinoa, often praised as a complete protein, doesn't quite match the amino acid profile that hemp offers. This matters because as we age, our muscles become more sensitive to imbalances and deficiencies in amino acids. Seniors who consume complete plant proteins like hemp report noticeably better muscle preservation, faster recovery from activity, and a marked reduction in age-related fatigue. According to a 2021 review published in Frontiers in Nutrition, the benefits of hemp protein extend beyond just muscles. Hemp seeds are rich in omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids, especially GLA, gamma-linolenic acid, which have been linked to improvements in brain function, cardiovascular health, and reduced joint inflammation. The delicate balance of fats, fiber, and protein make hemp seeds not only powerful, but also gentle on aging digestive systems. Unlike many other seeds, hemp is incredibly easy to digest, requiring minimal effort from your gut to break down and absorb nutrients. The best way to enjoy hemp seeds is raw. Sprinkling them over warm roasted vegetables allows their rich, nutty flavor to shine. Stirring a spoonful into oatmeal or blending them into a smoothie are other easy ways to integrate them into your daily meals. Their natural oils are fragile, so you want to avoid cooking them at high temperatures. Instead, think of them as a finishing touch, a flavorful, muscle-boosting garnish that packs a serious nutritional punch. Hemp seeds are a quiet nutritional force, often overlooked but incredibly effective. A simple snack that delivers far more than it promises on the surface. And now, one of the most surprising plant proteins of all, seitan. It's not a typo. Despite the unusual name, seitan, pronounced seitan, is one of the most protein-dense foods in the plant-based world. often referred to as wheat meat. Seitan contains an astonishing 39 grams of protein per 100 grams. That's more than most cuts of steak or chicken. Yet, incredibly, many seniors have never heard of it. Made from wheat gluten, seitan is an incredibly versatile and satisfying protein source that can be used in stir-fries, wraps, sandwiches, and even grilled on its own. The texture is remarkably similar to meat, making a popular choice for vegetarians and vegans who want that familiar chew and bite, without the saturated fat and cholesterol that come with traditional meats. While it may not be ideal for those with gluten sensitivities or celiac disease, for the vast majority of seniors, seitan offers a highly digestible and efficient way to meet daily protein needs. It absorbs flavors exceptionally well and can be prepared in a variety of ways, making it easy to adapt into any cuisine. As we continue this journey through powerful proteins that support longevity, mobility, and vitality, don't overlook the unfamiliar. Sometimes, the most transformative foods aren't the ones we grew up with. They're the ones we discover later in life that help us live better, move more freely, and feel stronger with each passing year. That is comparable to the highest protein-dense animal diets. However, as people age, many meats begin to present more problems and solutions. They often cause inflammation, are difficult to digest, and contain saturated fats that can burden the liver and heart. For older adults, especially those experiencing digestive decline, these factors can be a real challenge. That's where seitan stands out. Unlike animal-based protein, seitan is easy to absorb and gentle on the digestive system. It's made primarily from wheat protein, specifically vital wheat gluten, which undergoes a process that removes most of the starch and fiber. What remains is a nearly pure protein matrix. This streamlined structure places less strain on the intestines and enables faster absorption, which is especially important for those with impaired digestion or declining enzyme activity. A 2022 study published in Clinical Nutrition ESPN found that seniors who consume plant-based protein isolates like seitan maintained 21% greater lean muscle mass compared to those on a typical mixed diet. That is a striking difference. And it doesn't stop there. Seitan also happens to be incredibly low in fat and carbohydrates, making it an ideal protein source for seniors with diabetes, high cholesterol, or excess body weight. It's virtually fat-free, which helps reduce overall caloric intake without sacrificing protein quality. In addition to its nutritional benefits, seitan is a culinary chameleon. Its dense and chewy texture closely mimics the feel of meat, especially more so than many soy-based alternatives. That makes it an excellent transitional food for older adults who are trying to move away from red meat but don't want to give up the satisfaction of a hearty meal. It can be marinated and roasted to taste like barbecue chicken, sliced and grilled to resemble steak strips, sautéed with garlic and olive oil, or stir-fried with seasonal vegetables. Its ability to absorb flavor means you can season it to your liking, and it'll always come out tasting savory and satisfying. For optimal nutrition, it's smart to pair seitan with iron-rich vegetables like bell peppers or kale. This is because the non-heme iron found in seitan is absorbed better when consumed alongside foods rich in vitamin C. That combination helps maximize nutrient uptake and supports red blood cell formation, energy, and muscle oxygenation, essential elements for maintaining vitality after age 60. Still, what's even more surprising is that one of the world's most concentrated protein sources might already be sitting in your refrigerator, hidden in plain sight. And it's not meat, eggs, or some expensive protein powder. It's real Parmesan cheese, authentic Parmigiano Reggiano from Italy, not the powder version in the green canister. Per 100 grams, Parmesan contains an astonishing 42 grams of protein. That's more than double protein found in milk or cottage cheese, more than eggs, and even more than most beef cuts. But what makes Parmesan truly stand out isn't just the amount of protein it provides. It's how well that protein is absorbed and utilized by the body, particularly in seniors. Thanks to its long aging process, which typically ranges from 12 to 36 months, Parmesan is incredibly rich in free-form amino acids. This makes it far easier for the body to extract and utilize the protein it contains. The fermentation and maturation also mean that Parmesan is extremely low in lactose, which is great for older adults with lactose intolerance or sluggish digestion. A 2019 study published in the journal Nutrients found that aged cheeses like Parmesan are 30% more bioavailable in seniors compared to meat proteins. That means seniors are not only getting more protein per bite, but they're also absorbing and using it more efficiently. Leucine is another reason Parmesan is a muscle-building powerhouse. This amino acid plays a key role in initiating muscle protein synthesis, the process your body uses to repair and build muscle tissue. After age 60, the body becomes less sensitive to leucine, meaning you need more of it to trigger the same effect. Fortunately, Parmesan is loaded with leucine. Just 30 grams of Parmesan can provide over 1.5 grams of leucine, which is enough to activate those crucial muscle-building pathways. To get the most benefit, try adding freshly shaved Parmesan over warm vegetables, stirring it into scrambled eggs, or even sprinkling on whole grains like quinoa or brown rice. The warmth of the food helps to release aromatic compounds from the cheese, making meals more flavorful and enjoyable. Something that's often overlooked but very important for older adults who may struggle with decreased appetite or loss of taste. Now, let's talk about the real champion, dried fish powder. It's not trendy. You probably won't find it in gourmet vegan recipes or health food blogs, but it deserves the spotlight. This humble ingredient, often made from lean white fish like pollock or cod, is one of the most protein-concentrated foods on the planet. Once the water is removed through dehydration, what's left is nearly pure protein. And the numbers are jaw-dropping. Dried fish powder contains a staggering 63 grams of protein per 100 grams. That's more than eggs, more than whey protein, more than chicken breast, and even more than many of the supplements being marketed to seniors. But it's not just about numbers. The protein in dried fish powder is highly digestible and contains all essential amino acids, making it a complete protein. It's also absorbed rapidly, meaning the body can use it quickly to repair and build muscle tissues. This is crucial for seniors, whose muscle-building mechanisms are slower and less efficient. Dried fish powder is also incredibly versatile. You can add it to soups, mix it into stews, or sprinkle it into sauces for an instant protein boost. It doesn't take much to make a big difference. A small spoonful added to your regular meals can provide the same protein benefit as an entire serving of meat or eggs. With aging comes new nutritional demands. The body doesn't process food the same way, digestion slows, and the risk of muscle loss increases. That's why selecting high-quality, easily digestible, and nutrient-dense proteins becomes so essential. Seitan, Parmesan, and dried fish powder may not seem like the usual trio of superfoods, but each brings a unique strength to the table that can help maintain muscle mass, support metabolic health, and ease digestion, all critical for thriving in your later years. So the next time you're planning your meals, think beyond the usual suspects. These protein sources might just be the secret weapons your body has been waiting for. The bioavailability of this protein is what makes it powerful for those over 60. It's quickly absorbed and supports muscle growth without changing your exercise routine. A 2020 study in clinical nutrition showed seniors who took dry cod powder daily gained 19% lean muscle in 10 weeks. This is due to its high leucine content, an amino acid essential for muscle protein synthesis. Most seniors don't get enough leucine, but just 25 g of dried fish powder provides over 3 g, enough to trigger muscle repair. It's easy to use. Mix it into soups, stews, or even savory oatmeal. It's shelf-stable, chew-free, and ideal for older adults with difficulty eating meat. Use only premium, food-grade varieties without added salt or flavoring. This is more than protein. It's a clinical tool to regain strength. You don't need supplements, just real nutrient-rich food. Start today, and your muscles will thank you. Let us know in the comments if this resonates with you.